Hello friends, today we are going to see about a legendary company that ruled the media creators world for over 4 decades, and will still be the uncrowned king of the creators world. Let's get into the video. Adobe Incorporated, formerly known as Adobe Systems Incorporated, is an American developer of printing, publishing, and graphics software company. Adobe was instrumental in the creation of the desktop publishing industry through the introduction of its PostScript printer language. Its headquarters is located in San Jose, California. The company was founded in 1982 by John Warnock and Charles Geschke. At first, both were employed at Xerox Corporation's Palo Alto Research Center, PARC, located at California. These two computer scientists had developed a programming language that's specially designed to describe the precise position, shape, and size of the objects on a computer-generated page. This page description language is later known as PostScript, that described such objects as letters and graphics in mathematical terms, without reference to any specific computer or printer. Any device that is capable of interpreting this PostScript language would be able to generate a representation of the page at any resolution that the device will support. When they published their idea to Xerox, Xerox declined to bring the technology to the market. So, Warnock and Geschke formed their own company to do it, naming it after a creek, a small river, that ran near their homes. Their first product was PostScript. The program allowed the users to print from personal computers to external printers. Adobe was literally at the forefront of mass digital image production. They got a huge positive feedback on PostScript, especially from other major players in tech at that time, like Steve Jobs. When Jobs heard about PostScript, he approached Warnock and Geschke with an offer to partner their software with Apple's hardware. In 1983, Apple Computer Incorporated, now Apple Incorporated, acquired 15% of Adobe and became the first licensee of PostScript. In 1985, Apple, in partnership with Adobe and Aldus, introduced the first Macintosh-compatible PostScript printer, the Laser Writer, based on a laser print engine, developed by Canon Inc. Together with PageMaker, a page layout application developed by Aldus Corporation, these technologies started the desktop publishing revolution, because it gave users a complete set of tools to do their own printing. This combination made a huge hit, as it created an end-to-end experience right in the office. Users could input words and images, see them on a screen, and print them onto paper. Manufacturers of the higher resolution output devices, called image setters, led by Linotype L Company, followed Apple's example in licensing PostScript, and within a few years it became common throughout the publishing industry. In 1987, Warnock was inspired to work on developing a drawing tool, because he saw how his wife, a graphic designer, worked, and had a sense of what kind of software would be useful to her. In 1987, Adobe released Illustrator, which was especially remarkable for its pen feature, that allowed users to draw curved lines. The company sold it for $495, which was thousands of dollars cheaper than the graphic drawing software that was already available in the market. In 1988, Adobe was breaking even on Illustrator, at about $19 million in revenue, seeing decent sales. To get a boost to the product, Adobe released Photoshop, a photo editing tool, as an add-on to Illustrator. Photoshop was an entirely new direction for Adobe, because it allowed users to work on photos from external sources, like a scanner, rather than building images from scratch. Adobe went in this direction, because it broadened the potential use cases of Illustrator even more. But the Photoshop add-on wasn't expected to have a huge revenue impact. At this point, revenue from PostScript was $82 million. It was subsidizing the cost of these new applications. Now, let's see a little backstory. Adobe made its initial public stock offering in 1986. Although the revenues grew to $168.7 million by 1990, Adobe's relations with Apple deteriorated in the late 1980s, over PostScript licensing fees, and in 1989 Apple announced plans to sell its Adobe stock, and collaborate with Microsoft Corporation, on development of an enhanced PostScript clone, and introduce a new font rendering technology of its own, called TrueType. For more than a year the dispute, known as the Font Wars, roiled both the computer and publishing worlds before Apple and Adobe reached a compromise. Well, that's it for this video. We will see the rest of the timeline in the second part of this video. Hope you guys like this video. Please give your feedback in the comments section, to help the channel grow better. Thank you for joining, have a great day.